If you want your makeup to look like this, keep watching. Hey guys! I've gotten a lot of comments in my past few videos asking me to do a makeup tutorial, so I'm super excited to film an updated one. First, for my skin prep, I'm using this Tula moisturizer and these Lumi Glotion drops. This is really all that I do for skin prep. Every primer that I've used in the past, either broken me out or I feel like it just doesn't work. For my base, I use this Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 175. I use this Charlotte Tilbury like skin tint. I don't really know what this is called, I kind of forgot. This is in the shade 5tan. To blend it out, I'm using this Morphe M106 foundation brush. I actually love this combination so much. I started doing it about 2 weeks ago. I use the Fenty more for a full coverage look, and then I mix it with the Charlotte Tilbury to give me more of a tan and glowy look. Any excess from the brush, I just blend it down to my neck because we obviously don't want my face and my neck to be different colors. For cream bronzer, I'm using this Bronzing LYS stick, shade Honest. This stuff is so pigmented, so when using this, I definitely have to be careful. I'm going to use this small brush to do my nose contour. For my nose contour, it's really nothing special. I just take the brush and bring it upwards and then into my eyelid. Doing the same thing on the other side. Then I just make a little line right here and also right here. I have no clue what that does, but it looks good when I blend it out, so I've just been continuing to do it. To blend this out, I'm using another Morphe brush. This is the M242 Cream and Liquid Bronzer brush. I do have a certain way that I blend out my bronzer. I take the brush and blend it upwards. I try and keep it directly underneath my cheekbone. Sometimes I'll even take it in a circular motion and then bring it up to the end of my eyebrow tail. I don't like when my bronzer comes too close to my mouth. I think it just kind of gives it an unnatural finish. And I feel like this just kind of really lifts up my face. Same thing on the other side. For my forehead, there's literally nothing special. I just kind of will do it in like a circular motion until it's all blended out. For my nose contour, I just take this end of the brush and then just kind of buff it out like this. And just do that all the way up into my eyelid. Again, nothing too special here. I just kind of blend it out till it's blended. Next, for concealer, I'm using this Hourglass concealer in the shade Sepia. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's spelled S-E-P-I-A. For concealer, I don't really put it in any special areas, just around my T-zone, kind of where I want to brighten. Again, taking another Morphe brush. This is the M131 concealer brush. If you couldn't tell, I just got a set of Morphe brushes. I actually like using brushes way more than I do beauty blenders. I feel like it just gets in the areas that beauty blenders don't. For the concealer underneath my eyes, I kind of will just blend it halfway underneath my eyes and then take it down just like this. I don't like to blend it too much up here. I feel like it just kind of creates a weird line between my bronzer and the rest of my base. This is what the base is looking like so far. I'm obsessed. Next, I'm using this Tarte blush. It's in the shade Rose. Get it open. This is kind of like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury blushes, but I personally like these better. Plus, I just think they have better color ranges. Here's the placement of my blush. I seen a girl put blush on her chin and her forehead one time, and it looked really good, so I've started doing that. I don't really know what it does, but to blend this, I'm just using this dual brush that I got from a set on Amazon. For my blush, I like to keep it a little bit above the bronzer and I blend it up, and I don't bring it too close to my nose because I don't really like the sunburn look. Sometimes I'll blend it into my eye a little bit. Next, I'm going in with this Huda Beauty setting powder in Banana Bread. So this is the travel size version and it comes with like this little powder puff, but it is really perfect for on the go. I'm using yet another Morphe brush. This is the M164 powder brush. And I don't like to add a lot of powder because I still want that glowy look. I just add a little bit under my eyes and then the areas that I get oily in. I add it under my chin and then also under my nose. Also just a little bit right here in my T-zone. I'm also not a makeup guru, so if I'm saying any of this wrong and I sound stupid, just ignore it. I'm doing my best, guys. Now to set in all of my cream products, I'm using the Morphe Continuous Prep and Set Mist. I do really like this stuff because it's like a 2-in-1. You can prep and set your face with it. It's literally in the title. I also really like this stuff because it doesn't feel like I'm dying when I spray this stuff on my face. I've had some setting sprays that it literally feels like I'm spraying just pure chemicals on my face and I literally choke to death. While my setting spray is drying, I'm just going to go ahead and curl my lashes and then use this Lancome lash primer. I actually love this primer so much. It keeps my lashes curled all day and it makes them so long. I'm kind of looking like I have no lashes, but we're going to go ahead and move on to my powder products. For bronzer, I'm using this Makeup Forever. It is so pigmented, so I have to be really careful when I use this. It's in the shade Powerful Mocha. Again, using a Morphe brush. This is the M162 powder brush. I'm also going to add some on my neck because we obviously, again, don't want our neck to be two different colors. For blush, I'm using this MAC blush. Ugh. It's in the shade Blush Baby. Look how pretty that color is. Okay, my makeup is literally looking so good today. I'm going to go ahead and set it again with my Jumbo Morphe setting spray. I almost forgot to do my eyebrows, but I'm just using this Benefit Brow Gel. I don't do anything special, I just kind of brush them upwards. This is what my base is looking like. It looks so good today. I'm going to do my lashes off camera, but this is the mascara I use. It's the Huda Beauty One Coat Wow. Again, I don't have like any special technique for my lashes. I literally just keep doing coats until I like it. My first coat of mascara is done. I'll be back when I do my lips. Here's what the lip liner looks like on its own. And then I just add this right on top. And that's my lips. My makeup looks better than ever today. I didn't do anything differently. My makeup is all done. I am so in love with how it looks today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.